Okay. All right. Welcome back to CaseyBuilds Live. We're doing a big one today. This one is going to be, well, it's been asked for quite some time now, and specifically by Bo James. So wanted to make him happy. I've been leading up to it. Got to grab it off the wall here. This is one of the larger sets. It's a little over 4,000 pieces. It's about the size of the Disney castle. And it's finally time. I've had this set. It's actually a set that I've had for the longest time, with an asterisk, and I'll explain that in a second. But as you can see, brand new box. Haven't opened this one yet, so this should be an exciting build today. Yeah. I'm gonna unbox it here. All right, open it up here anyway. There's only 10 bags in here. If I looked at, I peeked ahead in the instructions. So 10 sections doesn't seem like it's enough. It's gonna be tricky. Anyway, yeah, this is not enough room here to do this, so we're gonna take this over here real quick. Whew. And while Lex finds me the number 1 bags, I'm going to tell you a little bit about why this was one of my oldest sets. I talked about this a little bit on a previous stream, but I had I had originally not. When I first started buying Lego sets, I bought the Star Wars. Oh, you're gonna need this. I had bought the. I was getting like the Star Wars models, like the ships and things, because I thought those were really cool. And I wasn't really interested in getting all of the sets because I didn't need the ones that were meant to be like played with. I mean, for lack of a better description. And to me, the Death Star set, was kind of dollhousey, similar to the Disney Castle, where it's meant to be, once you've built it, you can play with your little minifigs in there and do all of that. And so, even though the Death Star was a huge set, which the size of it was exciting, but oh, don't take that out. That,
know what it was.
Yeah. Lex is going through all of the. Here, actually, hand me that box.
I thought you wanted to show it.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
So, what was I saying? The Death Star set to me was impressive, but it was also one that looked like it was kind of that dollhousey kind of a thing. So you build it and then you play with it, which I know sounds ridiculous, but I can't think of a better way to describe it. Lex just handed me this. This is the instruction manual for it. So we are going to stick with the digital ones, but just to show you how impressive. Actually, let me switch over to the other camera here. Whoop. So this is the instruction manual. It's 320 pages. Like, it is a massive tome. The manual itself comes in a box. So we're just gonna tuck that right back away now that I've gotten my finger oils all over it. There we go. Okay. Nah, it's fine. And power band instructions are the best. Let me answer some questions here. Dennis, Toys and Games. This Death Star is the so the first big Death Star set that Lego came out with was the Death Star 2. And unfortunately, that was before I started getting these things. So I didn't get to Death Star 2. This is the reissue of the second Death Star that they came out with. So, in a sense, it's the third Death Star. But it's the second Lego Death Star set that they came out with, which is the first Death Star. So 1, 2, and 3, depending on how you want to count it. What was I saying? So I wasn't enthusiastic about getting the set at first. It took me a while, and then I finally thought, you know what, this set, I need to have it. So I went ahead and bought it, and at the time when I got it, it had been out for a while, and I was able to get one of them that is still in the cardboard box, not in not just in the box, but in the shipping box that it goes to the store in, and I lucked out with that. And so that one's still up on the shelf. This one was a reissue of that one that they came out with a few years ago. And when this one came out, even though it already had the other one, because it was a new set number and it was a reissue and blah, 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 I wanted to get the new one as well, because it was technically another set. So that's why I'm saying with an asterisk, this is one of the oldest sets that I have, even though it was a reissue and I haven't ever built it before, and all of that. And in fact, I just noticed that I have this in here. Cooper is somebody that I've mentioned before. Cooper is one of the guys that used to help me a lot at the Lego store at Valley Fair. And so still got his name on the.
There's so many pieces in each number. I'll probably have to use 2 trays for each number.
Okay.
FYI.
As we're doing this live, Lex and I are just figuring this stuff out on the fly. So it's going to be a massive build today, everyone. Anyway, you guys are here to watch me build, not necessarily talk, so I'll keep talking as I'm building. And thank you, Dennis. So yeah, I missed the very first Death Star, the Death Star 2, that Lego released, and then the next Death Star that they re-released, like this, I have up there, but that one's still still in the box, the original box, and this re-release of it is technically the third release of a Death Star, if you're counting just the big ones. They've also done releases of the Death Star's little sets too. Like over the last couple of weeks, you guys have seen me building the smaller individual scenes. Anyway, that's probably more explanation than anybody cared about. So now you know all that. Oh, and they gave us a nice little Lego removal tool. Very helpful. Okay, well let's start flipping through the instructions here. This one does have a whole lot of information about the Death Star, and I'm looking forward to going back and reading this. Maybe I'll read some of it before either tomorrow's build. Oh, that's another thing. I have no expectation. Like, this is absolutely going to take me multiple days to get through. My hope is this will be a Saturday, Sunday, and then I took Monday off of work, in part to be able to finish this build. And I'm hoping this will be a 3-parter. We'll just do 2 p.m. today, tomorrow, and Monday. And hope that it will be done at that time. I am unsure, but that is my hope and my goal here. So that's what we're trying to do. Anyway, since this is gonna be multi-part build, I assume, I'll try to not assume. I'll try to go through maybe read some of the stuff that they have in here, in the book about Death Star stuff. I don't know if any of it would be anything new that any of us don't already know, but we'll give it a perusal. And maybe have some interesting facts over the next couple of days. I do believe this set has just over 4,000 pieces. I think it's 4,016. And I want to say there's 27 minifigs in it, if I remember correctly. I am not a super enthusiastic minifig collector, but I do think seeing them in the sets are kind of cute. And obviously with a set like this, having a bunch of minifigs to play with in your Death Star is going to be important. I feel like I'm missing a dude here. Got is that? I need more heads. Oh, that's Darth's head. Yep, and there's a little hat. Yeah, and as always, Lex is lovingly sorting the pieces off camera over there. So while this first bag is going to go a little slower, the second and third bags will go a lot quicker. Well, I mean, relatively speaking. Where's Darth? Oh, Darth is hiding over here. Okay, who is this guy? I don't know who this guy is. He's got a creepy head, though. Oh, boy. Yeah. It's, I've been saving this set either this version of it. Oh, by the way, here you can see Darth. We have Darth without helmet on, is a pasty white ugly dude with scars all over him, and then we'll put on his helmet. Actually, the Darth minifig from, I think the one that we did last weekend. Which one had Darth Vader in it? No, the weekend before, the final duel. That one had a better Darth Vader helmet. This one, being older, it's got the helmet on the top up there, but you can still, come on, focus camera. But you can still see his face underneath. And the other one from a couple weekends ago had a bottom bit that was basically here on the minifig head, to make it a full, complete mask. So looks like they've improved that over the years. Here we have this guy. I don't know who his name is. My brother's watching. I'm sure he could probably tell us what the names of all these guys are. I want to say this is an admiral, perhaps. That guy. And then this creepy dude. Might have been a helmet. I'm not quite sure what this is. I kind of recognize it, but I also don't. Kind of has a black Terminator skull. Might have either been a pilot or it might have been a droid. One of Darth Vader's personal droids. I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah. Color coordinators. I don't believe that was Grand Moff Tarkin, but good guess. Proud of you for knowing that name, Mom. Very good. Or Admiral Piet. Oh, okay. So obviously Alex is giving you names right now. Yeah, it's droid. Okay. This droid wasn't a bounty hunter. Was he? Boy, I don't remember.
Looking in their card.
Okay. Well, now that we have our minifigs built, we can work on the next part here. Making another little droid. Unfortunately, because this instruction manual is so big, I might need to come up with a better configuration tomorrow, because these instructions are awful tiny with the amount of screen real estate that I normally set aside for the instructions. So that's disappointing. You're going to get to see me squinting a lot today.
You squint every time you're old.
Hey. Okay. We need some of these. So how's everybody's Saturdays going? Where would that piece be hiding?
Oh my god. We have one tray basically filled and I still have 3 more bags.
Well, yeah, this is exciting. Lex is sorting furiously over there, and she's got one tray filled and still has so much more to do. And she's still sorting bag 2. So it's going to be a wild ride today. There's only one bounty hunter droid in the original trilogy, IG-88. Yeah. If you watched the Bounty Hunter series, Mandalorian, not Bounty Hunter series, yeah. If you watched Mandalorian, IG-88 was one of the... well, that wasn't IG-88 in the Mandalorian. It was in the IG-88 line. It was a different IG. But you see one of the IG models in the Mandalorian. Man, I wish I'd had you pre-sort all of these pieces today.
I was fast. I want to know.
Yeah, I regret my decision today. Yeah. Yeah, we are all... Many of the folks I work with, we are excited to be relaxing after a very, very long week. It was a good week. It was a successful week, but just exhausting. So this weekend couldn't come fast enough. And that's part of the reason why I decided to take Monday off as well, was because this past week, it was soul sucking, and so taking Monday off, I figured it was a good combination of needing the time off and then combining it with this. It made a good combination of things to make this a good time to finally build this guy. No, Lex supported me all week. That was important. Okay. We have a cute little droid here. Just motoring around. There we go. There we go. Cute little fella. Alright, now let's... Okay, apparently we're not building the Death Star itself yet. Now we're building a little TIE, I believe this is called a TIE Advance. And once again, I know my brother will correct me at this point through my mom, it would seem. But the TIE Advance is a special version of the TIE Fighter that Darth Vader piloted in the original trilogy. Instead of having the flat hexagonal wings, it was the hexagons were, instead of being like this with the thing in the middle, they were kind of like this. Well, unfortunately, my coiffure is it is what it is. So, oh, I already skipped a step. Look at me go. Thank you, Mom. Lex says she enjoys how long it's getting as well, but it's driving me nuts. It's starting to get to the point where I can't keep it up and out of my face. It's falling, and that is the point where I don't like it anymore. I just want my hair out of my face. As long as it's out of my face, it can just go up or do what it want, but it's no longer staying where it's supposed to stay. What was I saying? TIE Advance. Yeah, that's a... yeah. Sorry, Dad. I could save mine for you if you want to transplant it. But yeah, if you think about the movie, when you see Darth Vader hunting down Luke, and Luke's in his X-Wing in the trench, and Darth Vader's coming behind him. Darth Vader's in one of these guys. And even though I don't know as much about all this stuff as my brother does, because he read all the books and he is a Star Wars vault of knowledge, I assume the TIE Advance is possibly more agile than the TIE Fighter, which is pretty remarkable since the TIE Fighters were already basically go-karts in space. So, motherboard, feel free to pass on any knowledge that Alex has about any of this stuff. So,
I'm gonna have to bust out the other trays from downstairs.
Lex is planning to go get. Luckily, we have many cookie sheet trays, and I basically stole two of them permanently up here in the Lego studio, which leaves her two downstairs. But looks like this set's going to require all of them. Okay, the pick is too small. I can't tell if there's one central pod or two in line. If it's one pod, it's a TIE Advanced. If it's two, it's a TIE Bomber. Very good. I can't tell either. The picture was too small. We'll see soon enough. I'm pretty sure I want to say it's a TIE Advance. I don't think it was the Bomber. Do I know what TIE stands for? I do know what TIE stands for. Does anybody else out there know what TIE stands for?
Tactical.
It doesn't start with tactical.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us as much as you can make time to join us for here, Chris Bailey. Won't take it personally if you need to need to vamoose. Or if you just want to have me off to the side, keeping you company while you're doing tedious work things. TIE stands for Twin Ion Engine. And a common mistake people make with the TIE fighter is they assume that the sound it makes as it's flying, that scream comes from the twin ion engines, when in fact the reason why a TIE fighter screams like that is because it misses its mothership.
Wow.
Okay. Yes, I'm proud of myself. Pretty sure actually my brother told me that joke the first time. No, the sound that the engines make is the twin ion engine. So I still don't know what the main differences are between a TIE fighter and a TIE Advance, other than the shape. Boo idiots who don't see a deadline coming with enough time. See, Chris, you need to get one of those signs that says failure to plan on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. So Lex and I actually, it's been a big morning around here for us. We had woken up this morning with the plan to clean house. We went to bed last night with the plan of cleaning the house when we woke up this morning. And then bleary-eyed when I woke up, I saw there was a text saying that the bedroom set for our second guest bedroom, which I thought was coming next week, was coming this morning. And so started cleaning house, and then in the middle of that, the bedroom set showed up, and then finished with the house cleaning that needed to be done, and then just kept working and moved the bedroom set upstairs and built the bed, and the dresser we moved up was nearly 200 pounds, and it was a monster to get upstairs, but we got it. Anyway, point being is we've basically been going non-stop all morning. I had intended this morning to wake up and experiment a little bit with my iPad to try to set that up off to this other side over here, and make it so that I could do a time lapse of this. But because of all the doing that we did this morning, didn't have time to. So. Excellent. The TIE Advance has better handling, shielding, and most importantly, a hyperdrive unit. Yes. Okay, well, so that is one of the things. TIE fighters. So while like Luke can hop in his X-wing and blast off to like the Dagobah system or something like that, TIE fighters are short-range attack fighters, little swarms, which is why you see all swarms and swarms of tons of TIE fighters, because they aren't the most powerful little ships, but they're meant to be expendable and like zeros. Yes. And but they don't have hyperdrive units, so they can't go long distances. And so when there's TIE fighters around, you know that means there's probably a Star Destroyer not far behind it. But the TIE Advance, Vader's TIE fighter here, comes with a hyperdrive unit, so he is capable of making that leap to light speed. still trying to come down off of the morning that we had. I was basically, we got to a point where everything was built and in the other bedroom, and we've been breaking down all of the shipping boxes that it came with so we could try to get them into our recycle, and they certainly did not all fit. We're going to have another batch for this coming week, but we had ordered Chipotle for lunch to have it delivered so that we could basically take our showers and then have it ready for us when we were done cleaning ourselves up. And anyway, it's been a for the day after completing our big week at work, it was not the relaxing morning that I had hoped to have originally had. Just put it that way. But it's good. So now when the shelter in place stuff is finally done, we've got a nice second guest bedroom set now to host. Which at this rate is probably going to be next year, but who knows? All right. I'm going to try to remember today when we finish with bag 1 here, and X brings over the trays for bag 2. I think the sorting of and the immense amount of stuff on the trays, I think we're going to try to make. I'll try to make sure you guys can actually see the trays before I start digging into them. Just because I think this is going to be that in itself will be impressive. Hope you see all the pieces. Yeah, so I don't remember the exact number, but the Disney Castle was somewhere around the 4,000 piece mark. So that we were able to do the Disney Castle in 3 sessions. So I'm assuming I'll be able to keep a similar rate up with this. I don't remember. Yeah, Lex was sorting for the Disney Castle. Yes. So I was thinking if she wasn't, then that would also help with a little speed bump, but hopefully this won't be too bad. Gotta enjoy the journey, which I certainly do. I just want to keep the stream entertaining, and I know the longer these builds go, sometimes they can kind of drag on, and then people lose attention, their attention span. But I'll try to do my best. What's that? What am I doing wrong? That goes there. Why can't I? That needs to be centered. Oh, like that. Okay. No problem. Everything's fine here. How are you? Building the hatch door for this thing. It looks kind of cool. Just trying to get it centered, which is having a difficult time doing. Come on. You know, when these things roll off the production line, like when you buy a new BMW, there's probably somebody there who's responsible for quality control of the TIE fighters to make sure that everything is just lined up the right way. So I wanted to make sure I did the same thing. There. That looks pretty straight to me. There. Okay. And what's next? Next we need one of these. One of those. Also, I know I go back and forth between just grabbing pieces willy-nilly, and then on some steps I'll set them all out ahead of time. And when I'm building things like this, I find it works a little bit better to set them out. I mean, it always works better to set them out ahead of time, but the cost savings, it's necessary. I don't want to skip pieces here, so. So is anybody out there building a set along with me today? Sadly, Chris, I know you are not, as you are working. MD Cordy, I know you frequently do. I'm glad the quality control inspection passes your strict standards. I like to think that perhaps back when I worked for you, I don't know if you ever reviewed any of my code, but I'd like to think that if you had, it would have also passed your strict quality control standards. I know whenever Steve looked at it, he was always very complimentary. Very good. Okay. Looks like we're building a part of the wing here. Oh, and a good catch. I was thinking, wait a minute, I'm building part of the wing here, and last time I checked, these things had 2 wings. And then I looked up into the corner, and if you look right over here in the tiny little corner of the instruction manual, yeah, which you guys can't even read that. I need to do something different. I'll explore before the stream tomorrow to see if maybe I can do something a little bit better for this one. That works a little better. But yeah, there's a little 2x up there. I'm sure everybody else noticed that too. But since going back is the same as failing, I saved myself that embarrassment. So, yeah, okay, well, that's what it looks like, but it's gonna be something like that. So let's make another one. The amount of organization that's happening over there right now is very impressive.
I wish that was gonna stop.
Zoom it for us. Zoom. I don't even know what I just said. What am I talking about? Zooming. Are you talking about the organization that Lex is doing? Or did I say something else? Oh, Zoom for the... Boy, I was thinking Zoom like a Zoom meeting or something. Yeah, if we zoom in here. See that little 2X hiding up there in the corner? Haha! Victory. Good suggestion, Cordy. Alright. Now build a couple of these guys. If I can get that through there. Ooh. Alright, now can't tell. Let's see here. That is like that, and this goes up front through right there because there's 3 little nibs. There we are. There. Now we have the proper angle to the wings here, and there's that. There we go. I left my water over there. Can I bother you to grab that for me? Thank you. Ooh.
There are 2 bags that don't have numbers set yet.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Alright, looks like we're starting now, finally, to build the base of the Death Star. So, as we build this, it will give us a good idea of how big this thing is actually going to be. So, we've gone past... Lego likes giving, when you have a big set like this, they like to add value to the set by including snacks to go along with the meal that is the main course. So you start with building a something like this, and this might end up living somewhere either in the set or just alongside it. But that's one of the things I like to do. They, in addition to the main set itself, they'll have extra little things like that, and usually it's kind of a little. They usually either put them at the beginning. Sometimes they put them at the end, but usually they put them at the beginning because once you get to the end of the set, you kind of want the grand finale of building it to be everything all done and impressive. And then when they save things like that for the end, it's like you finish the main model and you're excited and you want to check it out, and then you look and there's still another bag left, and you're like, oh well, I just built this awesome 4,000 piece Death Star, and now you want me to build a little 100-piece thing? Like, that's kind of anticlimactic. So they have you build them first as a little teaser, just a taste of what's in store. when you finally get into the main stuff. So I'm hoping this one. Oh, and so that Darth can actually enter, we can open up and should have shown that. So we'll be able to set him in there later. And then it closes up nice. I am hoping that this set will be a combination of impressive technical feat. Due to the size of it, there's going to be some pretty. There's going to need to be some fairly substantial structural support for this thing to actually hold itself together. And as it is a sphere, it's not like the Disneyland castle is, where you start here and you just go up like that. This is a sphere, so you're going to need to have some impressive support structure, scaffolding. I don't know. I'm hoping that this one will be impressive both from a technical point of view, but also from a sculpting point of view, because it is a big sphere. Everybody knows that that's no moon, that's a Death Star, and so it needs to look like a big round ball. And even though Lego pieces are traditionally very angular and lots of right angles, if you've watched my other streams, you've been able to see some of the ones where we've been able to make some pretty satisfying shapes, despite having just all of these flat bricky pieces. And so my hope is that this set will have a good... What did I do? Oh no, did I already make a mistake? Count. Did I use the wrong ones? How did I... Oh, I just put them on too close. I hope that we'll have a nice kind of sculpted sphere at the end of this whole thing. There. Okay. No problem. Yeah. Totally not a problem at all. Need to do a little more deep breathing here to get back to my Lego Zen state. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Finish sandwiching this all together. So one of the things that you can do with Lego to make something, to give it some real solid structure, is when you layer these big flat plates together, more so than like if you put a bunch of pieces like this together, even if they're big, imagine these were a lot bigger, put these together, they're still kind of, they can come apart pretty easily. When you're using the flat ones, the flat pieces, they hold together much better. And so when you sandwich a bunch together like this, and you make basically particle board with it, it immediately gives you a very strong platform to build off of. So that's what we have here. There we go. Looks like a big gray donut. Donuts indeed. We actually have some donuts downstairs at the moment. Thanks to my Patreon. That'd be a good way to describe him. One of my friends has created the wonderful tradition over the years, this big work week that we've had. He when it was something that involved being in person, there was catering where we did them, and he would always go and hunt down donuts for me every morning to make sure that I had the very best donuts. More like layers and plywood. That's what I meant to say, plywood. My brain still hasn't recovered from the past week, so I'm a little slow today, but plywood is what I meant. Thank you. Not Stan's donuts, unfortunately. No, these were in, baked in-house donut, like convention center food kinds of donuts, which made it all that much more important to get there early and pick out the best ones. And Mecha Dragon, when he's on here, that's the name he uses, right? Mm-hmm. Mecha Dragon. He has a few different online names he uses sometimes, and I can tend to forget which one is which for where he uses them. Anyway, yeah, he always made it a point, because he knew how important donut fuel was for me, to go get me donuts every morning. And so this week, knowing he wasn't around to be able to get me a donut because everybody's working from home, he ordered donuts delivered to me, DoorDash style, and it was a wonderful surprise that helped fuel me. It helped fuel me. Sorry.
I'm assuming you don't want this cape.
I'm not going to try to come up with words right now. Correct. Thank you. So, and since donuts are basically God's food and they never go stale. Not true. But, we're reaching the statute of limitations on how good these are, how long these are going to last and still be good. But I think today's still going to be okay. So I still have a few more downstairs. But yes, Stan's donuts are the uncontested gold standard of donut. And it has unfortunately been quite a while since I've had a Stan's donut because of this whole shelter-in-place business. Yeah, if you are ever in the San Jose Bay Area, if you never had a Stan's donut before, heck, even if you have had a Stan's donut before, do yourself a favor go get another one. It is not a secret around here that Stan's is the best donut the world has to offer. And a lot of the time, you worry that if you overhype something, people's expectations will be up, and you don't want to oversell something. You want to underpromise and overdeliver. And a lot of time, if you hyperbolize how good something is, and then somebody tries it, they're like, "Oh, well, yeah, no, it was okay." I will say with absolute confidence that Stan's Donuts are the best donuts in the world. If you have one, it will be the best donut you've ever had in your life. And I am not worried that I'm setting you up for disappointment when I say this. Stan's love. Oh, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, MD Cordy, your next visit out here, we're going to get you a Stan's donut.
How long did he live there? He never had one?
I don't know. Heck, it might get you to move back. Might just to be able to have a Stan's donut whenever you want one. All right. Get some of those and get some of these. We're actually, let's see here, how far are we in? Oh, we're already an hour in. Oh. I was going to say, I didn't think that we'd gone, I didn't think it'd been too long at this point for how far we've come, and I didn't realize it. Time flies when you're having fun. I didn't realize it had already been an hour since I started. Oops, that doesn't go there, and that goes there. Oh, MD Cordy. That is one of the horribly sad casualties.
Well, maybe not forever.
Current possible casualties of this whole COVID thing is that the Star Wars bar has currently closed its doors. And they hope to open again, but they have no idea what the future holds. Sandwiches out of donuts. Ooh. That sounds delicious, and I don't want to downplay how good that could be, because I would absolutely want to try that. But at the risk of sounding patronizing, Stan's Donuts aren't gimmicky. It is a pure donut experience, and it is the best donut experience that you could have. Pure. That said, I would absolutely love to try a donut sandwich. That sounds interesting. And I'm looking here, and I see the bottom half of Darth Vader's helmet, and I'm wondering if maybe the stuff that I spoke about earlier, about the improvements, were just me not noticing that I was supposed to actually hunt those out, because this whole instruction manual is too small, and I couldn't see that I was supposed to, that those existed in this set. So I am going to, once I finish here, do my own cardinal sin, self-imposed, and go back and see if that little piece was indeed meant to be part of his lower half of his mask. This little guy right here. Right there. Oh no. Well, perhaps it's a temporary casualty. I know the 7 Stars folks, they actually had a a YouTube video they posted recently, just being real honest about everything, and they're talking about how good they were doing and about how happy they were because in the restaurant business, you know, half of all restaurants that start out new close within their first year, and then half of the rest of them close within the second year. And anyway, they were doing really, really well, and because the place is really awesome. And so they are hoping that this is a temporary shutdown, and that you know, they'll be able to do, once the world is a better place again, be able to bring back the love. So to have a warm box of, yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I used to have a few tricks up my sleeve for delivering warm stands, and first it started out with using the seat heaters, and then when I had my GTR, before that got destroyed, the trunk of the GTR actually has has kind of like a space shuttle, like re-entry module liner thing in the trunk space that comes with a warning saying don't ever remove this from the trunk. And it's, you know, it's basically a carpeted foil liner thing, because the exhaust is so hot that the trunk of the GTR was basically a big oven. And so delivering Stan's donuts into people's loving hands with that was always a good experience, because it kept them cooking. Oh, the Millennium Falcon, very good. Grace, do you know which Millennium Falcon set he made? Was it the big $800 Millennium Falcon set, which is what the box that my tripod is currently standing on? Because they have, let's see here, just from right here I can see I got one original Millennium Falcon, updated Millennium Falcon for the new trilogy, Han Solo Millennium Falcon over there, Millennium Falcon up there.
Yeah, I remember
Anyway.
when we didn't use these 2 trays.
Oh. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of Millennium Falcon sets, but obviously the best one is the massive, massive one. The Millennium Falcon, it actually has more pieces than this one. It actually kind of almost ends up being probably about 2/3 the size of this table that I'm building on. It is a monster. So, yeah, Grace, I'm curious. Does he know which Falcon set that was that he built? I'm expecting you to tell me that it was the big, massive monster. Okay, we're coming along here. Donut. I'm almost done with the first stage here. You have the second one sorted over there?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Ooh, the really big one. Very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuild my Millennium Falcon one of these days. It is a masterpiece of a set. I think when it's finished, it weighs. I want to say it weighs 25 pounds. That's a lot of little Lego pieces. 25 pounds of them. The OSHA railing. Yeah, there you go, right there. Can't have anybody falling off now. That would safety never takes safety. Oh man, my brain's not working at all. Safety never takes a holiday. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, it's just the rest. It's last week catching up with me. Well, Tyson, that is really cool. One of the biggest problems with the stickerless set. Good question, and I haven't seen any stickers.
I don't think there's any.
So, I think it is stickerless. Yeah, I know this. So this set was $500, and you would imagine that once you get to a point where you're giving them, oh hey, look at that, done with bag one. I think if you get to the point, one second, where you've spent $500 on a Lego set, they could be good enough to not force you to have stickers. Oh wait, I need to go back and look at the mask. Ha! Yep, I missed it. One of those is supposed to be for the mask. So let's just take these. Yeah, you would think that they'd be good enough to keep stickers off of the big sets like this. So far, I'm not disappointed. Okay, we're gonna fix Darth Vader here. There we go. Thank you, dear.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, I'll have to. There we are. Yeah. So okay. So we're one bag in, and this is stage 2. There are a lot of really big pieces here. A lot of big pieces. So we should go quicker. I'm gonna try to maximize. Very good, Tyson. Yeah, she doesn't need it anymore. She finished needing it last week. Work's over. Tyson, do you have a Lego set that you want right now? Do you look through the catalogs when they come out every so often to see what the new sets are coming out? Oh no. Oh, I saved it. Okay. I need to figure out which one of these is the Stormtrooper and which one of these is Han. Let's see. Those look like Stormtroopers. That's probably Luke. And that's Han. need to zoom in here. There we go. Okay, I can see now. Alright, so Luke is this little guy right here. That head with his scruffy hair. There we go. And here, hold it up. If you're a minifig person, you can probably want to see these. Luke, little Luke right there, and we'll have a little Han next. And normally I like to give you guys the option of which face to use, but we're gonna give Han we're gonna give him his grin. I've chosen for us. We're going with the smarmy Han. Yeah. I am the scruffy one right now. Sadly. Okay, and we got a couple of Stormtroopers that are angry Stormtroopers, probably because they can never make a shot. And let's zoom back out. There we go. Yeah, Cordy, you had asked, these are normally the sorts of pieces that would have a sticker on them, and that's printed for this set, so great news on that. Oh, there's lots of different size weaponry here. Okay, so we'll give these guys, Stormtroopers get the blasters. Han has his little pea shooter that he's always got right there. Okay. Oh, Minecraft Lego sets. Very good. Yeah, they just came out with a bunch of new ones. Or maybe that's coming out next month. I saw in the catalog that a whole bunch of them are coming out now. Do you have any Minecraft Lego sets yet? Is that a 6 or an 8? That's a 6. Okay, I grabbed too many of those. Minecraft Lego sets, one of my friends who lives in Utah, his son has some of the Minecraft Lego sets, and when I've visited, I've helped him build his Ender Dragon. Do you play Minecraft, Tyson? My brother and I actually play quite a bit, and with the new Nether update that just came out, we've been trying to find ourselves some ancient debris down in the Nether. We've been hunting for that. Stormtroopers. This is really, this plate that we're working on right here, I'm having to look close here to count out the number of studs between these things, and the instructions are just hard enough for me to see that I'm having to lean in real close to count them all. I think I got that right. Well, Tyson, perhaps for your next birthday, you might get some. Who knows? I don't know if you will or not. I definitely can't make promises, but I will say that if your mother loves you, she'll get you some.
Wow.
So I'm sure she wants you to know that she loves you. You can tell her that I said that. All right. This is going to be... I was thinking it'd be about the size of a basketball, but I think this is going to be more of like the size of a beach ball? I don't know. This is impressive. All right. Okay. Yeah, so we're doing some more of like we did on this first donut over here. We're sandwiching some more. So this is... I was hoping that we were going to build a lot of the skeleton for this set with the Technic style pieces, but it looks like the main support that we're actually building for all of this is just going to be a lot of these sandwich plywood layers of Lego pieces, which works very well. Ah, yes, the Lava Striders. I have not tried to ride one yet, though they look fun. Yeah, there we go. We just have a pizza wedge now. We have a donut here and we've got pizza here. You would think that I hadn't had lunch with all of this talk of food, but we had those delicious Chipotle burritos just before the stream here. There's that. 2 of these. Now just tell your mom that I wasn't having you tell her anything she didn't already know. Because I'm pretty sure she did. Alright. And that. Okay. Yeah, here's some more OSHA compliant. We've got warning. I'm not sure what that's going to be warning of. Maybe it's going to be a warning. There's no handrail here. We'll find out soon. Space OSHA. SOSHA. You know, I was just blindly building here and just enjoying myself. And I hadn't even stopped to think about that there could be stickers. And now that you've pointed out that there could be, or rather, you've helped me realize that there aren't any. It makes me enjoy this set even more, because that would have been a quick way to make this not as fun as it could be. Oh, not a problem, Grace. Tyson and I were having a heart-to-heart, and he's going to have some things to talk to you about. That basically some constructive feedback on ways to improve your mothering. There. All right. Now we have one layer in there. Let's keep going. No stickers. Wonderful news. No. I'm guessing the person that is excited to have the phone back is probably Tyson. Oh, Tyson. One thing that your mom had shown me, well, I mean it was months ago at this point, was the stop motion animation you did with your Legos. That was so cool. Lex's sister is actually doing film class right now, and she was doing some stop motion stuff as well. And I showed her your stop motion thing, and she was blown away and thought it was easily as good as any of the stuff that the people in her class had made. So that was really cool. J&J Minecraft Let's Play, hello, welcome to the stream. This set is 4,016 pieces. 4,016 pieces. So, we're definitely not going to get through the whole thing today. This is part 1. And then, over the course of the weekend, we'll do part 2 tomorrow and part 3, finishing it off on Monday. So, 2 p.m. tomorrow, Pacific time, 2 p.m. Monday, Pacific time, for parts 2 and 3. I am, I suppose, optimistically assuming that I'll be able to get this done in 3 sittings. Assuming it moves about as quickly as the Disney Castle did, which was roughly the same number of pieces. That took me 3 sessions, and I think this will be about the same. When we did the Porsche the first weekend, I was still kind of getting used to things and figuring out the best way to lay things out, and I didn't have Lex sorting for me. She was offering, and I was on the fence as to whether or not that would make the stream better or not, and then either you guys or she or somebody convinced me that it was a good idea. So I think it was a combination. So the Porsche was only, I want to say it was 2,800 pieces, rounding up. And so that one is a 3-parter too. But also the Technic sets, they take longer. The putting together all of the machinery, it goes slower than something like this where we're just layering pieces together. So. Yeah, well, I don't want to make you guys have to watch this for months, so we're going to get it done in a weekend. It seems pretty reasonable. Yeah. Also, I know it is a big time commitment, so My feelings won't be hurt if people need to pop in and out of this stream this weekend. I won't be popping in and out while I'm streaming, but you guys can. The only breaks that I get to take are to drink water. Which I might politely request that Lex fill up for me when she has a moment. Thanks, hon. I think I mentioned how much work we did around here this morning. It's important to stay hydrated. Porch. Oh, another video. Excellent. Tyson, I need you to make sure your mom sends that to me, because I thought that was, your first one was really great. Thank you. Pretty sure you have the porch. I'm not understanding. What am I missing? There we go. Porch. Oh, Porsche. I misunder. Yeah. The Porsche, yes. Well, that's good. That one's, when it came out, it was tough to get, and then before they retired it, it wasn't too hard to find one, and then they ended up retiring it, and now they're super expensive to get them. There were actually two impressive Porsches that they came out with. There was the one that I built here, that was my first live stream, was the orange one, the GT3, this guy, the GT3 RS. That one is quite a bit cooler than this white and red one, which is a GT2? GT2? No, 911 RSR. Yeah. That one was quite a bit easier to get a hold of. It still is neat, but compared to the orange one, the orange one was just an awesome set. I don't really have a point. I hope you have the Porsche, because it's the Porsche. It's a really fun set. And just because this seems like a good time to mention it, I use a site called Brick Set. This is tricky. Okay, so I have this little area right here that I'm shooting for. The back side of this is the shape of that, and I need to try to line it up to get it on there. There we go. Brick Set. Brick Set is the site that I use to keep track of all my sets. It's kind of fun keeping a catalog of everything. You create an account and then you just basically list out what you have, and then you can get all sorts of stats on your stuff. I like it a lot. How often do I post? Typically every Saturday and Sunday at this time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Most of my streams usually go for a couple of hours, give or take. So, yeah, every weekend. And I do Saturday and Sunday. Except for last weekend. Sunday was a busy day and I wasn't able to, unfortunately. But yeah, weekends. Weekends right in the middle of the day. Thank you, Tyson. I look forward to watching it. And yes, as Mike 16 is thoughtfully reminding everybody, I'm trying to get to the point where I have enough subscribers that I can have a static address for this, and then make it a lot easier for people to find and share and everything. So if you enjoy watching the stream, please subscribe, because that should ultimately help me and you. If you enjoy, it makes it easy for you to watch, and it definitely helps me out if you subscribe. I think I need to hit 100, and then I can get myself a permanent URL. Let me hold this up. So we're still working on the base here. It's coming along. Impressively circular, I would say, so far. So keep that there and keep building. Let's see. Tyson, is your new stop motion video, or is it stop motion again? I assume it's stop motion. And did you use Legos again? Yes. So far, so good. For people that weren't around at the beginning of the stream here, anybody that's popped on since I started, I'm going to try to figure out, going to play with the arrangement here. Since the instructions are so big, I need to kind of redo the way my screen is laid out, so I don't have to keep squinting so hard to see everything that it's telling me to do. But I'm not gonna bore everybody right now with trying to figure that out. But before I start my stream tomorrow, I'm gonna try to rearrange things around a little bit to make it easier for me to see. And in so doing, I think I'm gonna try to blow up the area of the screen that the instructions are for you guys, so you can actually see them right now. I realize right now they're probably a little bit too small for you guys to actually be able to see anything. So not terribly well laid out today. Normally it works. The size of the basically these instructions are just PDFs you can download directly from the Lego site. And if you didn't know, you just go to lego.com and you can search for instructions, and you just put in the set number and you can download a PDF of any of the sets that they've put out. And so that's what I use here. I actually prefer using the PDF to flipping through the manuals these days. And anyway, this PDF, most of the PDFs are about the same size, but this one is, because the manual itself is so much bigger, I think the PDF is of the full manual, and so everything is a lot smaller in the what would be normally the same amount of space. So I need to make that bigger, and I think that the program I use to do my streaming is automatically scaling it down as well, so that's why it's a little bit harder for you guys to see. Thank you, Tyson. Via Grace. Yeah, streams are pretty good these days, but there's definitely some improvements planned for the future. Where do I buy my sets? Well, typically, when we're not sheltering in place, I like going to buy my sets in person, because I really like, I keep all the boxes, and so I like having, I like to be able to inspect the box before I buy them, and luckily, just a few miles from where I live is a mall that has an actual Lego store in it, so I go and buy most of them from the Lego store itself. But right now, since with the shelter in place stuff, I've been ordering them online, and it's been okay, but I've definitely gotten some dinged up boxes that would not have passed my normal rigorous box check in store. So I don't know if Lego is not used to shipping to people as meticulous as I am, or what, but we're all just doing the best we can these days. So that's how I'm getting them currently. But yeah, I very much look forward to being able to go back into the store and pick them by hand like I used to. I see no shame in wanting to keep things nice. We're all doing the best we can. The difficulties that others have to go through currently, I realize that my issues are less important and less of a problem than some of the issues that other people are dealing with. So there's another pizza wedge. We're gonna get to a point here with this thing where I might need to get myself. I might need to get another. I don't want it yet because I'd like to keep all of this stuff right here in view on the camera, but I might run out of. I might put a tray on it, maybe. Oh no, I broke something on the bottom. Nope, we're fine. No, I'm okay right now. I'm okay. I've got 75% of a complete pizza here. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. The pizza layer. It's nice that's having us build this up modularly and put it together, and then once it's all together, we just use a couple, just a few pieces like this to sort of marry the sections together. And it's a great way, it's a great balance doing it that way, where you can build things in manageable chunks, put them together, and then with just a few pieces, you get real good structural rigidity, even though they're separate. So that's nice. Ah, the duel on Mustafar. Yes, I have that right up there somewhere.
Have you built that one yet?
I have not built that one yet. Yeah. It is around here somewhere. Yeah, for the last couple of weekends. What? Oh no, there's stickers.
What?
There's stickers.
Where?
I don't know. You haven't seen any?
No. What does it look like in your phone?
It looks like a flat sheet of stickers.
Is it in the box with the...
Oh man, are they in here? Lego, why do you torture me so? I just talked about how great it was that you didn't have any stickers in this set. Can't tell.
Stuck in the book?
Oh, they're in there. That is... Oh man. This was supposed to be flat. Oh. Well, I need a sticker now.
Yeah, but then put the book on it.
This is the worst day. Oh. Stupid stickers. Okay, we're gonna improvise, adapt, and overcome. There. Okay, I just needed a minute. Needed to recenter myself. Everything's fine. Woosah. 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 Alright.
Do you need a drink?
No, drinky. No, no. One sticker, two sticker. Okay. We're gonna put the stickers underneath the big old heavy book, and hopefully that'll flatten them out. There. That is massively disappointing. Alright, well, these go here, next to our OSHA rail. No. Yes, Cordy, I'm gonna arbitrarily assign blame to you right now for getting my hopes up and jinxing it. Oh, son of a gun. It's all your fault. If you hadn't said anything, there wouldn't have been a sticker. Because that's how the world works. Could you imagine buying a new car and in the glove compartment it comes with like a sheet of stickers that they want you to put all over your car to make the car complete? That would be ridiculous. Also, I would draw the line that I would not put the stickers on at that point. But no, let's not do that. Grace, I could guess what that word is, but since your children are watching, I'm not going to say what I think it is. Because there's really only one word I know in Chinese. When I know you know what that word is. No, Cordy is one of my original subscribers. He's been here since the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I've already forgiven him. What was that?
Share.
Okay. Okay. We are accepting that we cannot change the fact that there are stickers. That's fine. They're stickers. Okay, maybe we'll like them. Maybe these ones will be good stickers, and it'll change the way we feel about stickers. Not likely, but hey, we'll do what we can. Your sticker scare. Oh yeah, I do remember. Yeah, Cordy was building the building one of the carnival sets, and he had paused the build for a while, and when he went back to it, he thought that his stickers... Did you think that you had misplaced them, or you couldn't find them, or what? Basically, I can't remember exactly, but the stickers were missing, and I was telling him that he was just going to have to go buy a new set. Oh. It's true, quality control. Actually, yeah, it's probably I'm gonna reassign blame from Cordy over to quality control. If quality control had been here, then we would have known that there were stickers. Anyway. Bo James. There you are. Bo James is the original requester of the Star Wars Death Star. So we've been making pretty decent progress. Oh, thrown them away. That's what it was. Yes. So Bo James, we've got a base of the thing here. Yeah. As for my favorite kind of set, I have more Star Wars sets than any other type of set. Star Wars is one of the ones that whenever a new Star Wars set comes out, I make a point to get all of them. But my favorite types of sets are the Technic sets, and particularly the really high-end, the Porsche and the Bugatti, and my Lambo should be here next week, or this coming week. Those sets to me are pretty much as good as it gets when it comes to building Lego. Yeah, I love the Technic sets, but I do collect all of the Star Wars sets, and then a couple of years ago, when they started making a lot more Harry Potter sets, I decided those were ones that I wanted to have, so I get the Harry Potter sets as well. The Hogwarts castle is really cool. Basically, I really love... I like the massive scale sets. I like the really big sets. So like the Disney castle, the Harry Potter, Hogwarts, the big Technic cars. If it's a massive set, generally speaking, I'm gonna like it. Regardless. What's that?
Those are the ones that are also more like sculpted.
Yeah. Yeah. A set that you can just dive into and spend hours and hours and hours building. Technic sets are the PHP of Lego building. Bo James, just because you don't enjoy the Technic sets, you don't need to start saying hurtful things like that. I mean, you know that I love my PHP, but I know that was meant to be an insult, even though really it wasn't. Okay, where'd it go? There it is. Big old pile of them. Bo James, one of the things that you have missed at this point is Grace Chin keeps getting her phone stolen by Tyson, so we keep getting Tyson talking with us instead of Grace. Is my nephew Bodie out there? Oh, 11 people in the stream. What a big day. That's true. Technic sets are real Lego. They have the Lego mark of quality. And as excited as I am for the Lamborghini set to get here, I built the oh, very good. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So my very first live stream was the big Porsche set, and then a week ago or so, getting excited about the Lamborghini, I built the Bugatti again. So that's over yonder. But I didn't feel the need to force you guys to watching me build that, since I had already done the Porsche. And Bugatti there's a lot of similarity to that, so it wasn't going to be showing you anything you hadn't seen before, build-wise. Just really, really cool Technic machinery. So I built that one recently, and it's over on the desk. And they're just so cool. Can't tell if people are saying hurtful things about PHP or nice things about PHP. PHP is, in fact, one of the very best languages you could ever hope to build with. Tyson, if you want to learn programming, I recommend you learn PHP. Give yourself a leg up in the world. That's not true. You should learn Swift. Swift is great. Swift is a great language. If I wasn't making web stuff, I would definitely Swift would be my next language of choice. More stickers, which hopefully are getting flattened out. Yeah, a little bit. Still not great. Yeah, Tyson, all joking aside, I don't know if you've ever been curious at all about learning any programming, but Swift really is a fun language to learn. And I would say if you enjoy like building Lego, programming is a lot like building. Just instead of building something up, you're building it with code. And so, if you haven't ever thought about it before, try downloading the Playgrounds app on an iPad. It's called, I think it's called Swift Playgrounds, and it's a really great way to learn Swift if you've never done anything with it before. I'm sure we could build an 80 seagull out of Lego, but would we want to? That's the real question. We're so busy asking if we could, we didn't ask if we should. I'm going to say no. No, we shouldn't. That's a 6 or an 8. Man, I just can't. That's a 6. Okay. 6. Oh, history. That'd be a cool, yeah. Instead of having it could be an offshoot to the ideas line, would be a history line kind of a thing. That'd be really cool. All the minifigs right now are, we have about 7 or 8 of them here. If you include, 10 of them. Nah.
There's a lot more.
So there's 27 minifigs in this set. 27?
I think so.
Yeah. So they're all up here right now. Oh, PHP is a programming language. A lot of websites use PHP.
Think how big this first piece would have to be if you kept it scale.
Yeah, building a spruce goose would be a pretty impressive Lego set. $27 minifigs. Yeah, when you have a 4,000 piece Lego set. Well, the Disney Castle only came with 5 minifigs.
Yeah, we added all the extras.
So they're sure. The Death Star is giving us so much more than the Disney Castle did in terms of minifigs. PHP just happens to be one of my favorite languages to use. Oops. There we are. So yeah, by the time we finish this, we're gonna have a whole mountain of minifigs over here that we're gonna be able to place all over our Death Star. And I suppose with the angle that we're at, you can't really see what's going on. So right now we're building up this area here. This is where, these are what the stickers have been going to so far. So we're building the kind of the bottom, this is going to be where what area is this? I don't remember. I don't think this set is going to necessarily be layout is going to be true to the actual Death Star. I think the shape is going to be Death Star shaped, but all of these rooms, I think the point of this was just to have as many different scenes around the Death Star as they could fit in here. I don't think it actually is the same layout as the Death Star itself. Actually, I saw a pretty cool Minecraft video that somebody had made where they made the Death Star in Minecraft, and they did everything to scale with the schematics they were able to find, and it was one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen in Minecraft that somebody's made. Luckily, all of these little grabbers are gray as opposed to brown, because for some weird reason the brown color Legos are more brittle than the rest of the Legos, and so a lot of the ones that are like this, the little grabby ones, tend to, when you take the set back apart, if you're the sort of person that takes sets back apart like I do, they will snap and break on you. The little grabber bits will snap off. But luckily, Lego actually will replace those. So you just go onto their website and say, hey, I have this set and this piece broke. And they'll send you replacement parts for free. But it's still just kind of annoying and sad seeing broken Lego pieces. Nobody wants to see broken Legos. Alright, what are we doing here? You know what, I think the TV dinner tray idea is probably a good idea.
Goodness, I'm really back when I went downstairs like 2 minutes ago.
Well, when you walked downstairs, it made me think about it, but I didn't want to yell.
I see.
Yeah, I've
Just one or two?
just one. Yeah, it has happened to me. I've had to go on their site and get replacement pieces. I showed some at the beginning of one of these streams. I don't remember which one now. But yeah, it's definitely a problem, and surprising based on the level of quality that you would usually expect from Lego. Thank you. Okay, thanks. Okay. I was just moving the tray. There, now people can actually see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I'm going to say that the stickers look fine. They look flat and straight. So, good question. Definitely something to be worried and concerned about, but I think it turned out okay. Jacob, well, hello there. Welcome to the stream. We're a solid couple hours in. We've got some minifigs over here. We've got the base of our Death Star that we're building up here. This is gonna be impressive. Oops. I just broke off my OSHA handrail. That is not up to code. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. Stickers look fine by anybody's standards. My standards. They're totally okay. So great clarifying question. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it looks like what they're having us do is, I should have paid more attention at the very beginning of the instructions, but it looks like we're going to build this area here, and then I'm guessing we'll go up in layers and kind of go around building different areas. So it looks like right now we're kind of focused on this spot. So I think we're also probably going to make this stream be about 3 hours today. So I think once I finish bag 3, that's probably going to be it for today. So we'll go for another hour.
3 is definitely smaller than 2 was. So.
How many bags are there for stage 4?
3.
Is that a lot compared?
It looks like 3 and 4 look like they're about the same, and 3 is trade and a half.
Hmm.
You should probably stop after 3.
Okay, I'm gonna stop after 3. So yeah, we're gonna finish off bag 3 here. I know there's 10 bags total for this whole set, and
That's like 2. You know that, right?
yes, yeah, we're in the second stage right now, and once we finish 3, that'll be it for part 1, and Lex is always asking me if she can pre-sort all of the pieces. And I like to share cutting open, especially when it's a new box like this. I like to be able to open it with you guys on the stream for the first time, and so she wasn't able to pre-sort the first bag here, but come tomorrow, I think we'll have that done. So I'll be able to be a little bit more efficient right out of the gate. More stickers. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that combined with having this stuff laid out better on the screen will make a big difference, I think.
Yeah, then you could do 4, 5, 6, 7 tomorrow, and 8, 9, 10 Monday.
Does 8 still look like it's going to be a really small, quick one? Okay, well then.
10's gonna suck. 7's really gonna suck. So I think it makes sense to do 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then 8, 9, and 10.
Okay.
But I'll let you look at that later.
All right. Oh. Well, glad to have you here, J&J. Like I said, I try to do these every weekend. So sometimes I usually try. I try to do builds that aren't going to be multi-day events like this. I try to do single sitting builds. But Bo James, who's out there watching right now, has been asking me to do this one for quite a while. So things lined up in such a way that it would be a good weekend for it. So that's why we're doing it. But yeah, normally I try to do it so you can sit down, and by the time I finish the stream, I've got something built. The only other ones that I've had that were multi-part builds were the Disney Castle and then the Porsche, the very first one. Oh yeah, this is. Bye, Han. Han just fell over. There. This is great. This is sturdy. Okay. And it's still flaring out, and as long as it keeps flaring out, that means it's going to keep going up. So we haven't even reached the halfway point yet. So I don't even know if this is gonna. I hope this camera angle is gonna work for the toward the end here. We'll find out.
Can you raise it any higher?
No, not unless I put it on something else.
Do that. Do that part.
But also, if it gets too much higher, I don't know if that would work very well.
I mean, we could just push it on.
I don't know if maybe.
It wouldn't have to be too much higher.
Yeah, we're gonna figure this stuff out as we go. We're gonna do it live, as we say in my Warcraft guild. Which just pretty much means we don't know what we're doing, but we'll figure it out as we go. All right, 2, 2, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So it's not Lego related news, but it's quasi building related news. Bo James played quite a trick on me and Lex the other day. He had let me borrow a puzzle. Well, at this point, months ago. He had let me borrow a puzzle months ago, and we just got around to building it. And I don't know why. It's the only puzzle that he's ever let me borrow, that he's ever given to me and said, "Oh, here, you got to do this." And it was just a terrible puzzle. It was hard. It wasn't fun. And it was very frustrating. And I feel like he played a trick on me by giving it to me. I feel like I was getting pranked. But it's not something that I will forget. Okay. Alright, what are you? We got more kinda not quite OSHA here, but it's some kind of railing that we have there now. Don't know what that part is. Put it over there. Don't know yet. We'll find out. That is just about. Oh, okay. 1, 2. Down this side over here. There we go. Oh, and we have a whole bunch of rifles. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's the end of that one. Okay. Stage 2 is done. As I put these rifles in their holder here. Thank you. So James said he came here by way of taking a nap, and I'm strongly considering when I finish this build today, that might be my next destination as well. It's Nap Town. All right. Oh, let's build another. This is fun. So this set will have 2 minifigs of Luke. Let's see here. Here's Leia. And last time when I asked you guys which Leia face to use, you guys wanted the Smug Leia, so we're going to use Smug Leia once again. Smug Leia. And for Luke, so there's 2 Luke figs on this one, but this Luke figure is Stormtrooper Luke. And he's a little short. He's actually the exact same size as the other Stormtroopers. But, so they give you a Luke with either his floppy hair or a Stormtrooper helmet. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use his hair to make him look like Luke and differentiate him from the other Stormtroopers. Since his height won't do that. So we'll just throw the extra helmet in the extra pieces area here. Keep going. Oh. Lex is already sorting diligently for tomorrow. What is that? That is one of these. All right. Let's see what area we're building now. All right. Well, so there's this whole black area here, and usually, when there's a black area like this, see you, J&J. Usually this black area, they use those to indicate that it's an empty open hole. So that still don't know if that's what that's meant to be. We're going to be working in this area, it looks like, but I don't know. We'll find out. Cordy, when you were around here before you headed back home, did we ever go to a Motto's together? Lex and I, we had a Motto's for dinner last night, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. For those of you not in the know, the Motto's is a cheese steakery around here, and it's pretty darn good. Tyson has inspired you to build with Swift UI while you're... Oh, that's a great idea. I had gone to Philadelphia for a work trip a few years ago, and The name is familiar. Yeah, it's cheesesteaks. And I'm such a huge fan of the cheesesteaks at Amato's. I thought, well, I'm going to Philadelphia. This is where cheesesteaks come from. There must be a reason why it's called a Philly cheesesteak. Oh, very good. As long as you've been there, Mike, that's the important part. Philadelphia. So pretty much the one action item I felt like I had when I was there was I need to try as many cheesesteaks as I can to really understand. Period. And I think over the course of the weekend I had, let's say, I went to the two cheesesteaks that are across the street from each other. That was the first night, and I actually, that one night, I thought, well, I made it all the way out here, and I'd had one, and I thought, that was okay. And I thought, I'm already out here now, I should just bite the bullet and get one from the other place too to compare. So then I had two cheesesteaks that night, and I was unimpressed. I mean, they were fine, but they weren't amazing. The cheesesteaks at Amato's are amazing, and so and over the course of the weekend, I kept trying to find more cheesesteaks, different places to try, and I kept getting disappointed. So Amato's has sort of spoiled me, I suppose. Looking at Lego Minecraft sets, very good. Very good. Did you find the next one that you want? Perhaps you should try to find yourself a summer job. I don't know what you could do. Can't really open up a lemonade stand on the corner these days. But maybe you could find a creative way to give yourself a little fundraiser to order some Minecraft sets. Yeah. Oh yeah. Walking dogs. Jimmy G's. I think I had a cheesesteak. I think there was a Jimmy. I don't remember that one in particular. I want to say there was a Gino and a King, I think, and yeah, I don't remember. It was a haze of meat and cheese.
The title of your autobiography.
I see a little YouTube button in the chat there. I don't really know what that is.
It's just an emoji.
Oh, neat. Gino, yeah. I think Gino's was one of the ones that I had, and that's the one that's across the street where there's the rivalry between the two. Where is the piece that I need? How am I not seeing this piece? I need it. Looks like, oh. Looks like that one right there. Looks exactly like that one. Oh, Taco Cub. Welcome to the stream. Always an honor when you grace us with your presence. Okay, 5 of those. 5 of those and 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no! Oh no! You've got a wild stud over here.
I'm over here.
Gotta go find that. Across from Pat's King of Steaks. Yeah, so those were the first 2 I had. Was Pat's King of Steaks, and Gino's. That was my first night. Was a cheesesteak from each of those places. And my assessment was simply, they're fine. Nothing to write home about. Taco, have you been making ramen a la Casey? I know my ramen recipe always moves you. Alright, so this area here that we're building up right now is interesting. Once I finish this, I'll hold it up and show you why. But yes, interesting. Okay. No, but so that's not a full recipe. See, you have to smash up all the noodles into itty bitty little bits. And you have to make sure that you don't put in as much water as they want you to put in, so they get, instead of having a lot of broth, it's just a nice thick, basically noodle stew. So this was neat. So they had me put this on the back, and if you look on the front, all these holes, what would normally be like these Technic pieces with holes on them. And then we're going to put these on front. I don't know why they necessarily had us put the white behind, because we're not going to be able to see the white through the pieces here. Technically, these pieces are sort of transparent, but you can't really see through them once you have them on there. So maybe it was white for the back side. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 2, 3, 1. Yeah, Mori Kitchen is our ramen of choice around here. We're gonna order out ramen. The owners there are very nice as well. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need to use all those and this. Okay. More stickers.
Oh no.
Sticker time. Okay, we're using sticker number 4. Both of them. So sticker number 4. One and 2. Very good, Tyson. Okay. No more stickers, man. You said it. All right. Unfortunately, there are quite a bit more stickers. Unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I'm really not sure why we put these white pieces behind here. If I hold this up for you, if I take these white pieces out, doesn't make a whole lot of difference behind those orange pieces there. Don't know. Okay. Oh, we got another OSHA rail. Oh no, this isn't an OSHA rail. This is a different type of rail. Not sure what this one is going to be yet. This rail looks more like something that would support a person's weight. Alright, well, that's that for now. Now we're building another subsection, so just kind of push that up to the side and work on this subsection. I can't find any emoji for please any. Oh, can't find an emoji for please subscribe. Yeah, maybe the praying hands one would be good. Cordy, are you using Playgrounds in the Mac Catalyst native Playground app, or are you in? Oh wait, no, you said you were messing around with Swift UI. You weren't using Playgrounds. I'm sorry. I was thinking you were playing with the. Never mind. Silly me. Oh, what's going on here? All right, so one of the white boxes has a rope in it. If that's the bag.
That looks like the one from the Ewok village.
It's just a simple. It's a string.
Doesn't have any bits on it.
No bits, just a string.
And it's this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's
I was
it.
left-handed. Sorry.
Tyson, there. I like your I like your enthusiasm. Or else. Okay, what am I missing here? I need 3 of these. The new Swift Playgrounds supposed some form of Swift UI. Yeah, that is possible that the new Swift Playgrounds app delves into Swift UI a bit. I suppose that is possible. Oh, good. Okay. Oh man, this is the one thing that I like tearing into new bags. I hate tearing into these cardboard boxes. It's too late. I already did it. And I have no good reason for why. Just arbitrarily chosen OCD. Okay, well, Cordy, if that's the case, are you playing around with Swift UI in the new Swift playgrounds? All right. Tie this off. With a knot that's not a knot, it's a... Oh. No, my dad told me the name of it before and I forgot what it is. A hitch. It's a hitch. So that as you pull on it, the more you pull, the tighter it gets. Well, now it's spun around so much I don't know if it actually is. All right. Well, Tyson, I certainly do. As I've already mentioned. Oh, there's way more stickers. I have a feeling the only other person here that probably plays Minecraft is my brother, Quality Control. Oh, wait, no, that's not true. Taco Cub plays a little bit here and there. Or he has played it anyway. Okay, so now we have this to wind up our rope. I don't know what this rope is for yet.
Is that what swings across the chasm?
I don't know if it will be. Yeah, we have a whole page of stickers left. Plenty of stickers to go. Horrible, horrible things. Okay, I got waylaid by that rope there. All right, let's keep building this thing up. This thing is getting impressive. There. What's that? Oh, it's one of those. One of these. Sorry that more people don't enjoy Minecraft, Tyson. I definitely think it's a cool game. With playgrounds, you don't get drag and drop UI elements, but don't you have the fancy keyboard in playgrounds, which has a lot of auto complete stuff in it as suggestions. And for Swift UI, wouldn't it be difficult to build Swift UI with drag and drop? Because isn't the whole point of Swift UI to be generated by code instead of interface buildery kinds of stuff? Alright, okay, so the rope now has this crank on it, and because of the gearing here, it's pretty firm. It won't just pull. You actually have to twist it. Oh, too high. So because of the gearing, it really tightened this up. So the rope, it's not loose. You can't just pull on it. You actually have to crank it here. So excited to see what this is for. Cordy, that is an excellent suggestion. Thank you. I will do that. Admittedly, the last time I played with SwiftUI, it was very early on after it had been announced. So I'm sure much has changed. So I should give it another look. I play Minecraft on PC. And I have a friend who has a server. He used to have a Java server, and then recently he switched over to Bedrock. So I play Minecraft on his Bedrock server. How are we doing time-wise? 2 hours. Ooh, this is a long... this has been a really long build, but I can't speak for you guys. I have been entertained, and it's been flying by for me. I think it's because there's so much variety with what's going on, and you can actually see stuff happening and getting built up here. For me, anyway. Yeah. Tyson, how do you play Minecraft? Do you play on iPad? Pocket Edition. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I feel like I would have a really hard time playing Minecraft with that one, just because I'm used to using my mouse to move around and point and keyboard and everything, and I think if I was using Pocket Edition, I feel like I'd have a really hard time controlling it. Yeah, whatever this is, we're still building up. This I don't know where this rope is going to go here. Maybe it'll go up through here. I'm not sure, but that's what we're working on. Yeah, iPad, yeah. Okay. Okay. And one of the things that we did over here, which I didn't really point out, but I can tell you right here, so you can see that one of the ways that they can do curvature is this is a 2 wide sloped brick, and this is a 3-wide sloped brick. So by putting them together like that, instead of having a flat 45-degree angle up, you can have this curved look. So one of the ways that they can, I mean, basically we're working with calculus concepts here, theories of limits and things like that, to have a whole lot of separate straight points turn into a curve. So this is the most fun math lesson you could ever hope for. Not that every math lesson isn't fun, because math is the best.
It is not.
Well, Tyson, maybe one of these days I'll just have to watch over your shoulder and see you playing it, and maybe I'm not doing it the right way. There we go. Two. Where there's a pretty impressive central column core going down through the middle of this thing. I'm excited to see what the purpose of that will end up being. All right. Yeah, the scale of this set really is just massive. I'm excited to see it next to the Disney castle for comparison, because the Disney castle is also a pretty darn big set. I mean, we're not talking as big as like the rocket, the Saturn V set is, but for a Lego castle, it's big. So I look forward to putting this next to it and getting to compare the two. Oh, that's a good idea, Tyson. All right. Man, these pillars are not keep coming off. Some of these things, when you're building them, they are real wobbly, real flimsy until you get a critical mass with them. And when you have just a straight pillar like that, it's something that can fall apart easily until you get some more cross supports in, and then it becomes a lot stronger. But as it is right now, it is not structurally sound. Get some more of these big beamy things here. There. See, I definitely wouldn't be able to lift it up by that yet, but you can see that we're getting a big room. Not sure what it is for yet. Oh, maybe this is going to be the trash compactor. This could be the trash compactor.
That explains all the wiggly arms I saw.
Wiggly arms. Oh, I wonder if that's what this is. Okay. This looks like this is going to be fun. I hope that's what this is. This just got a lot more exciting real quick. Turning 8. Woo boy. You're almost old enough to drive. This is the last bag for today. Yeah, today we're going to finish off bag 3, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll pick back up tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And I took Monday off of work so that I could do. I think we're going to get through probably 4 bags tomorrow, and then we'll just have 3 bags left for Monday. And so I think that we're on track. We're keeping a pretty good pace here to finish all this up on Monday. So that's my hope. Okay. Needed to get a little bit of rest this weekend. As I'm sure many of you that are watching this stream or your parents feel the exact same way right now. Okay. I think I'm making a wall of one wall of the trash compactor, and I think it's gonna move. Oh, I'm really excited to see what this is gonna look like and show you guys. This is pretty fun. So far, the build has been it's been interesting, and it's neat seeing how big it is and everything. But this, I think, is going to be the first part that that I'm excited to see how it's going to work, because it looks like it's going to be fun. Yeah, what Lex said there. That's what we're shooting for. Off by 1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. Yes. All right. This goes over here. So you can see here, this is going to attach to the wall, and then this will move, and it needs to fit in right here. So this area here, I think we're going to build another one over here, but it's going to squish down. That's a lot of fun. Oh, I'm enjoying this. This is great. Tyson, have you seen the Star Wars movies? Have your mom and dad let you watch those yet? I just realized that you might, if you haven't seen them, you might not know what I'm talking about when I talk about these different parts of the Death Star. Do you know what the Death Star is? Actually, that's another question, I suppose. Need 2, 3. Not really, no. Well, in that case, I'm gonna just try to talk about things, but not give spoilers for what they are, because these are some of my favorite movies, and I know, I mean, you'll watch them one of these days, and I guess all of this stuff will make sense. But I sure love Star Wars. Usually, when a new Star Wars movie comes out, Lego releases a whole bunch of sets to go along with the new movie. But the last few that have come out, Lego last few movies that have come out have been released in they aim for the Christmas vacation, and so that's when the movies come out. And for whatever reason, Lego likes to put the sets out ahead of time, and so in like September or October, there'll be a whole bunch of new Star Wars sets out for the new Star Wars movie. So because I always buy all of these sets right when they come out, oh, Brent, welcome to the stream, Brent. What was I saying? So when the sets come out, there's a whole bunch of new Star Wars sets, and the movies haven't come out yet. So what I'll usually do is I'll go into the store, and I basically won't look at the sets beyond seeing, okay, that model number, I don't have that one. I don't have that one. I won't even look at what the names of them are because I want to have them, but I don't want them to be sold out. So I'll go and buy them all before the movie comes out, and then I won't build them until I've actually watched the movie, because I don't want to know what happens in the movie by looking at the Star Wars Lego sets. That's what I do. Dabbing, very nice. Oh. Yeah, Brent here just joining us. We've been talking Lego recently. He got bit by the bug, and he's been scrounging for new sets. I've never felt more proud of him. Yeah. So we have this area here now that does that, which is pretty fun. Interactive. Oh, excellent. Yeah, Brent just got the Lego Mustang Set, which was a really fun car build. One of the things I really like about the Mustang Set was, normally when you build a Lego set, you build it and you're done, and it is what it is. Well, to make the Mustang more of an authentic car experience, tuner kind of a thing, they make it so that you, once you finish the set, you build a few more pieces, like a spoiler and some NOS and a blower for the hood, and so you build all of these pieces, and once you have the final product, you can choose which parts of the car you want to upgrade to include basically these aftermarket add-ons. So they build the set so that it works standalone as is after you finish building it, or you can mix and match these parts, and so it's kind of fun to customize and trick out your Mustang however you want to. So kind of neat. And kind of good for a person such as myself, who's kind of a stickler for following the directions and wants to build the set that they tell you to build in the instructions. It's kind of fun that the instructions give you some options that are more or less official ways to build it, but letting you be creative with it. Okay, I'm guessing this is going to be, I don't know what this is going to be. Kind of a front for the trash compactor, or maybe the top. I don't know what's going on here. We'll see soon. The Ender Dragon Lego set. Yeah, it was a neat one. I like that you could. I mean, it really looked like it. They did a very good job of making it look like the Ender Dragon. I still haven't killed an Ender Dragon in Minecraft yet, which I'm ashamed to say. I need to go do it and get myself a pair of wings, because running around is boring when you can fly. And I die a lot because I have to run. So much easier to just fly. Alright. Oh, ooh, broke it. Okay. Just built this. That looks like it's sort of the same shape as the hole back here. But see how we're supposed to attach all this. Oh. Sliding door. There we go. Oh, haha. That's pretty cool. So, garbage compactor closed, garbage compactor open. Oh, that's fun. That's really fun. All right, and then I think that's probably the last. Yep. Last part of this bag is making a little monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all right. White piece is for behind the orange studs? No? I still don't know. Because that'll still open and close without the white piece. What do you... Oh, Tyson, I play on survival. I don't play on creative mode. And so on survival you can't make a command block. I like the challenge of playing survival. Cordy, no, it does not. It's the white pieces are up here, and the sliding door is underneath it. So they're sitting on top of the piece that holds the sliding door in place. So yeah, I still don't really know what that's doing there. Okay, and this weird little dude. Creepy little guy. Oh, there's a little platform underneath here that you can put his head up through. And he just sits there. There. So now that creepy little thing's in there. That's fun. Huh. Okay, Tyson, I'll give it a shot. All right. Well, there we go. That's the give that as a light try. Okay, I'll give that a shot. Thank you for the suggestion. I'll try. Okay, guys, this was it. This was a big one. 3 hours 10 minutes. I had a lot of fun. I felt like it flew by. This has been a good one. I like it. I'm excited to see how far we get tomorrow. Bye, Dyson. Yeah, we have a whole lot of empty space here that we still need to work with. So this is great. Building it up. We will be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock as usual. 2 o'clock Pacific time. And thanks for joining today. It was fun having new people out there, and hopefully we'll just keep getting more, and then one of these days I'll be able to have a permanent URL. So fingers crossed on that. Everybody enjoy the rest of your days, and I'm probably going to go take a nap. Thanks for showing up, guys. Bye.